for the children. We don't teach our own knowledge. We don't have our economic thing. You already know that shit. That's over and over and over again. That's common sense. But common sense don't work for black people. That's because common sense is not supposed to work for you. You gotta look. Look for the insane. Look for the insane. Look for the deterioration, the degeneration. Look for all the pathetic things that you are, because that's what lies a new beginning. See, now we're dealing with some stuff that is totally out of the ordinary. And that's what we have to do right now. We have to create another horizon. So there's time out for shit that sounds like you want it to hear. Knowledge is not supposed to be something that you agree with at the beginning. It's supposed to be something strange and out of the ordinary. That's called creative physics. You see what I'm saying? You give to a new birth. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's like a sister called me. She said, man, you got some stuff going on inside your body, this entity. She said, prepare. I'm like, okay, I'm preparing. And the next week, my back whips broke all out and stuff. And all. Just I'm scratching all over. But what it was literally cleaning out. This entity was literally cleaning me out. So when you're talking about something that is cleaning you out, you know, usually when you clean out or when you detox, all types of crazy stuff come out, and it is abnormal. It is the chaos that we need to deal with. We'll call the chaos being. In the beginning there was chaos. In the beginning there was darkness. In the beginning there was chaos. Or they say in the beginning there was death. All of these things don't make sense. In the beginning there was love. Anybody ever really been in love? It's some really frightening stuff. I'm talking about the real deal love. I ain't talking about, I'm talking about, it's fine when it goes right. You have days when it goes right. But it is some real emotional and psychological things. You know what I'm saying? That's why most men are scared of it. The weaker sex is scared of that shit. We'll run from that in a minute. We ain't trained to deal with that at all. That's when we say, damn that I'm a man and I just, So we will run from that type of stuff. The sisters is trained to deal with it. And really how you deal with it is to let go. Let go. Otherwise it will kick you behind. But anyway, what we're dealing with here now, we have to deal with a new paradigm. We need to border on those things that don't make no sense. Now what do we mean by that? Is it not written in the law that ye are gods and the scriptures cannot be broken? John 10 verse 34-36. I will give you the treasures of darkness. Matthew 45. If ye are gods, then things that make sense on a human level wouldn't make sense on a God level. A God would be something totally different. You mere mortals, you have to deal with common sense, rationale, logic, deductible reasoning. But we gods, to the mortals, our stuff seems crazy. But we are gods. This is the mystery. The mystery why stuff is not working for us on the humane level, because we weren't originally humane. We fell into a human existence. You understand? We fell into a human existence and we had a human experience, but now we're talking about godship, something totally different. That means that the insanity is the right way to go. Is the right way to go. Well, you say, damn, that's kind of hard to take. What we have to do now is we cannot allow you to spend money to go in and hear shit that you already know. When I was at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, we have all these public speakers would come and give us stuff that we already know. You know how it is in church. Amen. Well, if I'm an idiot and I'm agreeing to this, obviously I'm not learning nothing. I don't need you to agree to this. If I'm a damn idiot and I can literally agree with what you're saying, you ain't teaching me shit. If I'm coming to hear something, that's the key. That's the key with mind control. Give you something what you want to hear and not what you need to hear. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times what you need to hear is not the familiar. People tend to gravitate towards the familiar because they are afraid of change.
People ask me all the time, Chris, if you could only take one supplement for the rest of your life, which one would it be? The answer is easy.
The laws of the universe, and the laws of the universe are the laws of chaos. Chaos is an unorganized, let me get this thing in a definition of this. Y'all all right? All right. It's a chaos. First of all, the first thing they tell you is melanin, and it courses through our veins, is chaos. Chaos is a state of things where change is supreme. If it doesn't change, it is dead. That's why black people are always changing. They said, damn, why y'all don't listen to blues no more? Got little white boys and shit in 9th grade playing the blues. White children playing jazz. They said, why you all abandoning? Because it's a state of change. We're always in a state of flux, a change. We don't understand. Our insanity is correct. This thing is amazing now because the same shit that we've been saying all this time, you know, black people are out of their minds. In actuality, that is the right stuff. They said when they went into ancient Hemmitt, ancient Egypt, they said that the Germans had the gall to say that the Egyptians did not understand their religion. Man, just look at the arrogance. The arrogance is almost insane. The Egyptians did not understand their religion. And they said this stuff is so contradictory. They got columns. The columns, one column is this high, this column is this high in the temples. And they said the one column is this high. They said, what kind of shit is this? But they didn't understand that the Egyptians were actually creating what they see in nature. You see a blade of grass is not the same size. You see different trees. So they were literally creating a forest. It was a doggone inanimate object, but they had shaped it down and they understood the different columns and different things. It was talking about the papyruses or the lotus plant and the different forms of nature. Nature is a series of contradictions. So Faulkner, which was an Egyptologist, said, hey, wait a minute. I've been studying this stuff and I realized they got all these contradictions in the religious text. They said, oh, I get it now. They purposely built in mistakes. They purposely built in mistakes because that's the way nature is. We did that in jazz. Jazz, mathematically, is a big mistake. And if you notice, and it was a big mistake, the white boy would get it and he'd make that shit smooth and he would kill it. And then the black people would come and put their stuff back in it and raise it back up. You know what I'm saying? And so by the time they got to the 50s, like with Charlie Parker and all that, it became what? Chaos again. You see what I'm saying? It's a series of contradictions. Black people dance is a series of contradictions. The white man has to dissect it down. So they said, well, black people, the ancient man would take an animal and he would dissect it. He would look at the animal and he would study all of the form of the animal based on nature. It might take 20 years, but he said, I'll study it. That way I would know the essence of it. Whereas the white man would dissect it and cut it up. And hell, it might take 100 years for him to figure it out, and he never figures it out because he didn't study the pattern of it, the chaos pattern, the nature pattern of this thing. You see what I'm saying? So they dissect stuff. It's just like they said. You know, you got George Clinton with the funk, then you had the disco where they literally had the same repetitious, this repetitious beat. So we're talking about chaos. So we're talking about here moving beyond what is rational, what makes good common sense, what religion suggests, of being righteous, You see, we're moving beyond that particular aspect. You've done the damn religious thing and it ain't doing you no good. You righteous is still not doing you no good. You know what I'm saying? The white man kill righteous people every day. You see, tell them you righteous, they say, you can go and kill that nigga there, he just surrendered. You see what I'm saying? He just surrendered. Tell them you evil, they won't fuck with you. Won't mess with you at all. They say, wait a minute, hold on. He's created an anomaly. He's created an enigma. He's creating a mutation. That's how I was able to survive. And especially on my birthday when they put out the big guns. 9 years and nothing. fantastic. And then all of a damn sudden, on my birthday, boom, here they come. And it wasn't no police. It was the United States Army. I'm like, damn, now that's honorable. You don't send the police. You didn't send, you didn't send some little old people, knocking on the, some people in plain clothes. You sent the doggone big guns. I said, man, that's honorable. I said, I must be doing some real deal good shit. They sent the doggone United States military. I said, damn, man, a nigga head got big. I said, man, this is great, man. They sent the military after me. And then haul ass. Now, that's some shit. I'm able to survive it. I'm like, oh, man, I'm cooking with some gas now. But anyway, I'll get back into that. But anyway, but then again, that's that Vietnam thing that you ain't figured out yet. How they got their ass whipped in Vietnam. You see, but they didn't show you this here. Look at this picture. I'm gonna put this on the thing. You can zoom into this.
Yeah.
That looked like some stuff from Hemmitt or India. This is in Vietnam. This is in Vietnam. Then you can understand how they got their ass whipped. You see what I'm saying? Two people figured it out. The Haitians with Toussaint, the Overture, Dessalines, and the Vietnamese. You see? The Ethiopians in the first Italian-Ethiopian war. They figured it out. Only when they started fighting like the crackers. You see what I'm saying? The ship broke down. Can't fight like him. You see what I'm saying? You gotta do something else. You see what I'm saying? The Native Americans, the Hopi say that the holy Shekinahs is coming. Not the Shekinahs, not Shekinahs, the dolls they have, Kachinas. The holy Kachinas is coming. And they'll be spiritual beings and they'll go to war with the physical beings and the physical beings can't fight no ghosts. You see what I'm saying? And they'll lose. That's what we're talking about here. But we're talking about advanced energy. You see what I'm saying? Advanced energy and stuff. So this is the stuff that we're dealing with here if you surround yourself with it. You see. But this is in Vietnam. Stuff like this. And I'll pass it around. If you look, the men, all the men, if you look up to the top, they all got big lips. So we're not talking about no slant-eyed people. We're talking about the original people that inhabited China, Asia, all of that, the original black man. The original black man. You see what I'm saying? So, the original black man. So let's go with this libation list before I get